This is Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by unbeaten heavyweight and obviously Olympic medalist Frazer Clarke. Frazer, how are you?
I'm all good. I'm all good. Honestly, I think this is my delivery. I think my delivery driver coming in with a bit of smoke.
It's not going to be at McDonald's, is it? Expose you on Seconds Out.
$25, bro. I just told you. Yeah. Anyway.
So we saw you last a few weeks ago in Liverpool, third professional victory, which would normally be a cause for celebration of any prospect, but you didn't seem to be in a particularly celebratory mood after the fight. Just tell us why.
A few things, really. I think I was more disappointed, for the people that come to support me, my friends, my family. They paid a lot of money and they expected better showing, not from me. And, the more I thought about this, the more I've gone about it. Not even the matchmakers, not the management, not Boxer, not Sky. This guy is 7-0 professional with 5 knockouts. Surely you've got to have something about you. Do you know what I mean? He was light, yes. He didn't disclose he was that weight. When he got asked what weight he was, he said he was 16.5 stone. Obviously, he called me 15 stone, whatever. The guy's just come for a quick payday, hasn't he? But I can't knock him for that. But obviously, I want him to, I want to show my skill. Show people what I'm about. Sorry, mate. People ringing. One sec.
All right.
People keep ringing me, man. Sorry.
All right, no worries. Yeah, so you were saying you wanted to show people what you're about and you're disappointed.
Yeah, we're good?
Yeah, all good.
Go on.
Yeah, so you're disappointed, of course, as I'm sure people were watching. How do you address the problem? Because you've had 3 fights now. The first one was a very late substitute. The third one was quite a late substitute and didn't work out the way you would have hoped. How do you rectify that problem? Because you must be quite hard to match.
Yeah, I think first of all, we keep our cards to our chest and don't let other people know who we're fighting. Because, I'm not even sure if there's some fuckery going on behind the scenes, some bad jealousy from other people and some bad, how can I put it? A bit of fuckery anyway going on with the people that I'm fighting. They seem to be dropping out last minute every time, a week before, 2 days before. And the common denominator seems to be one person knowing who we're fighting, and all of a sudden we don't get to fight. But that's just a theory I've got. So I think the way to do it is I've sort of had a conversation now. We've all had to sit down. We've got a lot more names on the table, and we don't want to rush. But who do you fight? I mean, I'm going to blow a lot of people away, and that's just the truth of it. So they're going to be certain names where say, "Oh, he's past it," or is this and that. Everyone's going to have an excuse every time. So there's not a lot I can do. I think the thing is to take sensible steps, step ups, low risk, but valuable experience.
I mean, I saw Sokolovsky's name got mentioned a couple of times, although I've also heard he's asked for quite a lot of money to fight you. I don't know how true that is, but is that a fight you'd like?
Definitely. He's a tough man. I've got a lot of respect for him, actually. I think he's a good servant to the game, fought some of the top boys, always brings himself in great nick and tries to have a go, tries to win. I don't have a clue on the money side of things. As long as I get paid, I couldn't care what he gets, you know what I mean? But yeah, if he's a name, that's it. So be it, no problem. I'd take that in a heartbeat.
And you said, you don't criticise the matchmakers, you don't criticise the opponent necessarily because he's, just wants the payday. But you get some of the criticism, even though it's no fault of your own on social media and so on. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I just take it, man. I just take it. If I can't really let it get to me too much, because, like I said, I start getting wild and looking at people's accounts and studying them and just looking for them and stuff. So I just have to just calm down on that. Yeah, I get a bit wild, you know, and I don't really tend to read it, but if I do, if the wrong comment gets me on the wrong day, then I'm trying to get IP addresses, home addresses, all sorts. You know what I mean? So I just try to just stay out of it now.
Curtis Woodhouse got a lot to answer for, hasn't he? He started the trend.
He paved the way for people like me, Curtis Woodhouse.
Brilliant. You're back out at the end of next month, close to a hometown fight, obviously in Birmingham. You're from Burton, but how excited are you about getting to fight near to where you live and where you grew up?
Yeah, it'd be great. You know, it'd be great. I want people to be able to affordably travel to come and see me fight. That'd be good. Maybe that might be next month. Maybe it might be next year. Maybe I might be fighting somewhere else at the end of next month around that time. You know, I've had a good discussion the last couple of days about a good opportunity. So I'm not quite sure on the October date now, but you know, I'll have some more news for everyone over the next few days on that. You know, hopefully, yeah, there could possibly be a bigger show around that time that I could get on. In not hometown, but a place that's close to my heart. So, you know, we can have some more news on that very soon.
Oh, very cryptic. We'll have to. I'll be doing my research once we're off the interview, but good to hear. And I know Ben Shalom promised a step up for the next one, regardless of where it is and when it is. How excited are you about that? Because people will perceive it as a step up, and they'll get to see maybe what you're really capable of.
Look, like I'm in this gym every day, 5 days a week. Yeah, away from the family, away from the kids. I'm not here to blow people away in 40 seconds. It's not what I'm about. Do you know what I mean? Like mismatch sparring, mismatch fights. I'm not one for it. You know, anyone that knows me knows I'm a proper geezer. I want people that are going to come and fight back. I'd love to show my skills. I'd love to demonstrate what I'm about. And let's see. You know, there's a lot of promise from me. There's a lot of talk about me. The only way to prove it really is in the fights. You know, everyone could be this and that in the gym this that. Good Olympian, got his medal, whatnot. I've seen it loads of times. I'm trying to prove to myself I'm the real deal. So get me in there. Let's see how I swim in the deep waters. You know what I mean? I know I'm capable of it. I know I've got it in me. And these people will find out as well. You know, all my critics will be answered with skills and with fighting. That's how they'll be answered. So you know, I'm not too worried about anything else.
Now, around November, we're likely to see a British title fight between Nathan Gorman and Fabio Wardley. Obviously, you're not aiming for that British title just yet, but I'm sure you've got an eye on the top domestic fighters. What do you make of that matchup?
They're good fights, competitive fight. They're both good fighters. Could I compete at that level? I believe so, absolutely, 100%. I believe I'm already there. Yeah, I'm excited to see who wins that, to be fair. And, you know, hopefully I'll put myself in a position to get an eliminator early next year, maybe. You know, like I say, I'm not here for like the long haul. I'm looking at these names and I'm seriously thinking about competing with them, you know, sooner rather than later.
That's good stuff. Now, another heavyweight fight that's not set yet, but has been heavily rumoured. They're negotiating for December. I'm sure you're aware, is AJ and Tyson Fury. We're hoping to hear some positive news on that in the next few days. What do you make of that fight? I know you share a gym with AJ, of course, and have done in the past as an amateur as well.
Yeah, at the minute, I'm just seeing it all as a bit of a circus. It's doing my head in, to be fair. Sign the contract. You're both going to get paid millions and millions. Sign the contract and have a fight. Do you know what I mean? It's doing my head in. I don't want to hear about it until we're in camp and we're training for it. Do you know what I mean? I'm sick of it. It's been going on for too long now. It feels like years and years. I feel like my whole boxing career we've talked about Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. Let's just fight, man. I don't know. It's a big contract. It's out my depth, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I just see two people that are natural competitors, natural rivals, have a fight.
I mean, you share the gym with him while he's preparing for the Usyk fight, which was a huge fight in its own right. This is another level still. Does it give anything to you in the gym and your training when you see someone getting ready for something like that?
100%. You know, like these are huge aspirations. You know, for me to get into that position, it'd be a dream come true. And the only way to do that is for me to work my arse off. That's why I'm here now. I've been in the gym since 10 o'clock this morning, working on my craft and just practicing. And I've seen these guys come and do it. I've seen how lonely it gets. I'm staying at Loughborough. I've still got a long time till I fight. And to be honest, I'm taking this camp very seriously. Like I say, after the last performance, blowing that guy away, people are expecting to see me in a tougher fight, and that's what they're getting. People might be trying to chuck me a banana skin or chuck me someone who's going to really give me rounds. The people that are supposed to give me rounds, I'm going to flatten them and demolish them, and then we'll see what people say then. So that's what I'm doing.
Look, you're staying up in Loughborough. You've left your family behind. Obviously, go back at weekends maybe or whatever it is. But how tough is that as a sacrifice?
Yeah, it's tough, but it's good. Mentally, like some people, everyone's different. Some people can do it from home. I've tried to do it from home. I've tried to do the traveling from home, and the home comfort's too nice for me. I'm quite a solitary person. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind being on my own. It feels harder when you're on your own, and not that you don't want it to feel incredibly hard, but it's good. It makes it feel proper, real. It makes it feel old school. Do you know what I mean? So I don't mind going without the good things. Do you know what I mean? I go back from training. I have my bed, I have my TV, my box sets, whatever. My prepped food. There's no other food available for me because I'm in the wilderness. I don't go to no shops. I drink water and I sleep. So it's a good way to be. It's a good routine.
And are you getting in touch with home on a regular basis, FaceTiming and all that sort of stuff?
Of course, I speak to every day. You know what I mean? Every single day I speak to my family and that. But they understand, my missus. It's tough for my missus. It's tough for anyone's missus. When their fella's a fighter, they just end up being second fiddle. It's just the way it is. But yeah, she understands. I'm doing it for the right reasons. My dream and to secure their future. So yeah, we just get on with it.
And the gym itself is getting busier, it seems, every few months. How similar is it now to the amateur setup that you had in Sheffield?
Yeah, we've got a good system in here. It's at the minute we're in this gym we're in is a temporary gym. Our gym's being renovated, so it's very basic in here, but it's exactly what you need. You got a ring, you got a bit of floor space, some mirrors, 2 punch bags. That's it. There's no thrills in here. Do you know what I mean? It is exactly what you need. The only thing you need to come in this gym is a good attitude and a good work ethic. And that's it. But it's getting, but it's similar to the amateurs because we've got all top fights in there. We've got 3 big lads, me, AJ, and Richard. We work with each other daily. Do you know what I mean? So it's really good and really competitive. And then you've got Kieran Malloy, who's a great fighter. He's developing all the time. He has really good sparring with people from all around this area. So it's great.
Who do you get on with best? Who are you closest to?
Richard and Kieran, we're just like 3 musketeers. We've been here since the get-go. AJ's here as well. He's close to him. And then with AJ comes a team. So, there's Ben, there's KD, Naz. They're all good people. We don't have no bad vibes, no bad energy in this gym. Anyone that comes in this gym has to add to it. Jay Allen, our assistant coach, great angel. You have to add to the gym, add to something. If not, then you've got no place here, really.
How well did Robert Garcia fit in? I imagine it was great to have his experience.
It was good to have his experience. Don't get me wrong, and I think Robert Garcia was a nice guy. Was he necessary? I'm going to say it. I don't think so. I'll be honest, and I've seen Angel Fernandez take a lot of flack. Oh, people should have let Robert do this. People should have let Robert do that. Why wasn't Robert in the corner over there? Angel was the one doing the work in this gym. Robert was a cheerleader standing on the side of the ring, shouting in his experience. Angel was planning the sessions. Angel was doing the sessions. Robert would have looked over him. He didn't have to say anything because the sessions were bang on. The training was bang on.
Oh, it's an interesting perspective. I didn't realise.
I think people talk about head coach or Robert was head coach. It was just a dual mix. He brought experience, and experience is great in these big world title fights. And that's what he brought. That's what he came for. I don't think people get it twisted and say, "Oh, he came here to train AJ." He didn't really come here to train him. He came here to add to what we already had.
And the way the fight turned out, it was an improved performance from AJ. Obviously, didn't get the win that he would have wanted, but I guess there comes a point when you just have to hold your hands up and say someone else is too good on the night.
Listen, that guy's a freak. He's very good, a very good fighter, very good at hitting people and not getting hit himself. That's what Usyk's good at. AJ did well. We'll always go back to round 9. Could he have done more? Could he put it on him? It didn't happen, did it? So it is what it is. You know, that's fighting for you.
How much of even though it ended in defeat for your teammate, how much of a thirst does it give you, or build the thirst you already had to get into those massive fights, those heavyweight title fights?
I just know that even now when I'm working hard, I have to work harder again. I'm working really hard now. It's not hard enough. I see what he goes through. You know, the way he was training for that fight and he didn't win just shows me I don't know how hard you're going to have to work to win a world title fight, because he was working hard. He was learning, he was listening, he was grafting, he was leaving the gym in bits. So if that wasn't enough, then obviously the levels in boxing have gone up, and we got to graft our balls off until there's nothing left. Do you know what I mean? We got to leave it all in this gym and take it into the fight.
Usyk might be retired soon on the bright side. So
I hope so.
Good stuff, mate. I really appreciate your time. Always, complete honesty, which is what we love. And
no worries,
I look forward to your fight date being announced.
No worries, mate. Take care. See you soon, yeah?
And you. See you soon.
Right, man.